And we are back. Take a look at this Cowboys offense, man. I got a little bit of defense in here, too. A little bit of a mix for y'all. We got Tyler Booker and Ceedee Lamb. They both made returns for the Dallas Cowboys. Just kind of, break their days down. See how they contributed to the dog walking of the Washington football Wizards. That they still ain't beat Cooper Rush. They still don't be beating Dak Prescott like that. They are going to be the Wizards until further notice, okay? You're just going to get Brevin Span 4. He's going to get in his little motion baggy waggy right there. But we really focus on Tyler Booker right here. One thing that you was missing with TJ Bass, look, man, Bass used up all of his magic points and he gave you all that he possibly could. But at some point, we knew that he was going to run out of that. What Booker gives you at right guard is he gives you the power boost, okay? And, that makes guys like Brock Hoffman or whoever playing center and Terrence Steele real happy because Booker got a really good feel for the relationship in the actual combo of when to leave the down lineman. Like so, boom, you got your combos right there, and when to work off and go find the linebacker. And as you see, Book engaging the linebacker and getting some real good turn right there, creating the alley for Jalen Blue to just kind of do his thing there. Hey man, Bass just didn't always get as much movement, and Bass didn't always get to the next level. So this is just fantastic job here from Book. One more time, bam, bam, bam. And this is real important technical wise, right? Technique wise, you see Booker's eyes on the prize, right? But you can see Booker's hands still in the fight, which is important for Terrence, but it's also good for Book to get his eyes back on the prize when it's time to boom, engage right there and just, hey!
Go hear what I said.
Slow down. Hey man, Book done took this character to Slide City, didn't he? He done took this one. Hey, why Book look? Hold on, bam, on the ground. Okay, hold on. Grass stains all on what color is this? Maroon? Burgundy? Got grass stains all on your burgundy jersey. You should have wore the black ones. Book gonna look at him for a second. Look at Book. Just look at his eyes. Look at Book looking down at him real fast. Boy, hey, look, you want some syrup with that pancake? You hurt? Get off the ground, man. You trip. You should have wore your black uniform. Just another example, but this one is a little more ass whoopy because we're in the danger of the red zone now. You're going to see a combo of Book and Terrence Steele working to Payne there. Deron Payne's always been a dude our whole life. You know what I mean? He's been a Washington football wizard since some of y'all was born out here, but we still got to show up and we got to win that fight. For the most part, this was always Zach Martin at right guard whooping feet. But this is Tyler Booker's time now. They're going to come off, bam, just fantastic. Both shoulders in there. And actually both guys are looking up. Let me go back a little bit. Boom. You see Terrence got his eyes up just in case, and you could book right there. Book's peeking. You can see Book's eyes up just in case. What's going to happen is Luvu's going to be the dude that's going to actually shoot this gap right here. So with Luvu shooting that gap, you actually get Booker as the guy that comes off the block to meet Luvu, and at that point Terrence Steele is going to have to stay on Payne, but that's fine because look at what happens here. And I'm going to try to go through this slowly. You're going to see Book come off and deal with Luvu, but then you're gonna see Terrence Steele rotate his hips around to seal Deron Payne off. So now, if you the runner, Javonte Williams, all you got to do is kind of just follow 73, in which I always recommend y'all just follow 73, and we just get busy and physical in the run game, bro. One more thing I just kind of want to highlight real fast. Take a look at Brevin Span 4 whooping people's ass for no reason. He gonna get up in here and we just gonna get a nasty thump on Bobby Wagner. Bam, right there. Wow, no. Let me just stop right here so y'all can see, man, because some of y'all blinking real fast and didn't even catch it real quick, boy. Brevin Span 4 thumping on Bobby. Bam, get your ass backwards is what they call it, boy. You almost thumped Bobby into the damn end zone here. Now look, Flo coming in on the side of the screen, right? He's coming in to cause some interference, right? To kind of crack on Sanders still right there. And what you really want is Javonte one-on-one with that character right there. But dog, Brevin Span Ford is like, F it, I'll do it myself. What are we doing, dog? And then Javonte's just gonna run people over at the end. Hey man, physicality with the run game, bro. Physicality in the run game, you can't beat it with a stick. You feel me? One more time, we ain't doing nothing else. We're running counter right here, so it means we got block downs here. I'll give you my little block of bone. But we got Big Tyler coming from backside here to kick that front side edge. And instead of guiding pulling, we got our tight end here to pull to front side linebacker. Well, front side linebacker is probably that guy. So we're gonna run it, bam, right there, and you actually see our little crease action happen right here. This is a cool little 9-yard gain, little 7-yard gain right there. Javonte getting 2 more on the back end. But I must stress, I always look at these films with like retrospect, right? We are trying to run in this general direction right here. So yeah, we got one gap that ain't got nobody in it, but hey, Deron Payne exists right there. So the key to this working is for Deron Payne to not penetrate and whoop ass right there. Dog, I just must say, Tyler Booker, good job, sir. Booker getting in on that fight right there, getting that good turn on damn Deron Payne. Fantastic job here. And dog, let's not even sleep on Will Steele cousin there, Skywalker Steele cousin Terrence, bro. Let's not sleep on both those guys. Boom, boom. You get movement on both them characters, right? So now, think of it like this. If you just cut the defense in half, you kind of dealing with this character and this character in terms of like run lanes that we're looking for. Dog, running forward, bam. Like this is like that's your line now. The D line that you were so worried about them characters over here. Now all you got to do is kick Luvu. Bam, everybody gone. Bam, seal your linebacker there. If who's this out here? Tolbert. If Tolbert would have like really whooped 23, and I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if he would have whooped 23, he probably would have got some more yards on there. Hey man, somebody told Flus that the easy things work too, bro. Let me pull my arrows up right here. You're gonna have bam, 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 bam. Thank you, officer. But instead, actually, I lied to y'all. Boom, boom, boom. You're gonna get a little bit of crossface interference right here. It's just the simplest, linebacker blitz that they got in the book when they first take you to football school. This is one of the first ones you learn. Whatever gap that your D tackle disappeared from, the linebacker just gonna end up in that gap. All right. So we get a little crossy-wassy right here and a blitz of Shamar James. And look, man, who known that blitzing Shamar James actually worked for you? Back in the day, we was out here blitzing Sanborn and all that, looking crazy. I actually got to look that up and see how much Sanborn played. I really didn't see him that much at all. Y'all can go in the chat and let me know what the hell happened. I got to get that analytic while I'm live with y'all, because I just thought about that. I ain't see Sanborn at all. But anyway, the good old cross here down there, easy peasy. But look at what I want to focus on right here. Shamar James is look at his closing speed. Look at how fast he closes distance right here. Bam, get your head down. We missing that. How about this play? Ceedee Lamb and Dak Prescott getting busy, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a breakdown here. But shots out to him. Shotty came out and said that the actual wording that they have for what the Washington people did on defense was called a tricky two. I'm not familiar with the terminology tricky two, because I was just taught what the base of cover two is. Cover two is basically you got two characters up here playing the deep halves of the field. Now, however you achieve two characters playing deep halves of the field, it's still cover two. So if you got this cat right here and that cat right there, then it's still cover two. Then they just doing what they got to do to kind of make it weird for you. You know what I'm saying? If it was Luvu dropping all the way back up here and this corner right there, then it's still cover two. But right now, the cover two look that we actually got was you got the deep from Lattimore and you got the deep from number 20 right here. So it was cover two. It was cover two basically, but all we needed to worry about here, let's just focus on Ceedee Lamb for a second. So Ceedee, first of all, let me just say this. Play action, by the way. You got a little bit of walk down interference right there. Well, let me bring it back so y'all can see. A little bit of a walk down right there, so that matters. Ceedee Lamb is going to clear this linebacker. Don't even worry about it. Now, this is what I think happened. I think Ceedee Lamb noticed that, let's bring it back. I think he noticed his safety kind of bailing in this direction. So if you're going to be bailing in this direction, that means you got a lot more space right here. And I think Ceedee recognized that, right? So when Ceedee throws his hands up, that's him saying, hey, I've cleared this guy as well. I got nothing but space and opportunity right here. Now, what I think Dak didn't want to do is, let's get it right here. I don't think Dak wanted to throw the ball up here and get interference from Lattimore right there. Now, maybe Lattimore wouldn't have been there, and maybe if Dak would have thrown it early and really put some power behind it, he would have hit Ceedee Lamb, but that ain't what happened. Dak ended up, let me show you what he ended up doing, which works also. Dak ended up throwing the ball to a spot like here. and making Lamb react to it. So now what you get, bring it back a little bit. So now what you get, instead of Lamb, boom, 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 boom. Instead of Lamb continuing working upfield and possibly into somebody else because this little middle part shrunk a little bit. Instead of that, you got Dak leading Lamb in front of Lattimore. So now there's let me run it forward. There's protection for the football now. So instead of Lattimore having free access to the ball, if Lattimore wants the football now, which is right there, and I'll change the color because Lattimore is right there. Now Dak put CeeDee Lamb in between the football and Lattimore to kind of protect the football a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So now him leading CeeDee to the inside in front of Lattimore, and you're protecting the football with CeeDee. Hey, we got a little bit of lucky on this yak on the back end, but shouts out to Dak for having the awareness and the eyes. Because at the end of the day, if Dak ain't got the eyes, this don't matter. Shouts out to Dak for not just leading CeeDee Lamb into some, what could have been nonsense anyway. Let me bring it back here. Boom. To what could have been nonsense anyway. Dak said, I'm going to lead you here and break that thing flat. And that was a much better angle for the Cowboys and the pass throw. Hey, man, one more thing we could all just smile about as a family, bro, is Flus making his adjustments to, deal with the run game and stuff. We got, I ain't got to count it now. But we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Leah Fowl. 5, Sam on the edge. Y'all can see Sam. Cool. That's 5. 6, Wilson. 7, Murray. 8, you have Shamar James. We just stacking bodies up in there. So if you're going to run, bro, you're going to have to block us up. If you're going to run, you're going to have to block us up. And I just like the idea that Flu said, hey, bro, if y'all want to run against us, y'all got to come in and deal with the run and actually use extra measures to actually stop it. I'm not going to let y'all get easy stuff versus the run. So then once I've taken run from you and I make you pass the football, that's when I get my pass rush, or at least I can attempt to get my pass rush involved, because we still having issues pass rushing or whatever. But after that, Deron Bland get the damn pick 6, so it looked like your trap has worked. Hey, man, I love y'all to pieces, man. Just wanted to break down a little bit of film. I ain't doing nothing else, brother. Love y'all. Come back tomorrow, and we'll talk about it some more. Catch y'all next time. And go see me on Crown, all right? Peace.